Hey Marauder fans, Jay Barlett here with McMaster Sports, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Theresa Burns, head coach of the McMaster women's basketball team. We get a chance this evening to relive history as the U Sports will be airing a replay of the 2019 Women's Basketball National Championship game tonight on usports.live. Well, Coach, it's been a little over a year now since your team took down Laval for the program's first ever national championship. When you had your first team meeting heading into that 2018-19 season, were your expectations for this team set as high as reaching that title game?
Yeah, they really were. We really felt the previous season that we were kind of knocking on the door, got to nationals, and then really felt like we underperformed at nationals. So it was a really concerted effort and a lot of evaluating that went on after that season and corrections that we felt we needed to make. And so when we headed into the season in September, we had very high hopes and very lofty goals, and nationals were absolutely a goal, and trying to get to a medal game, hopefully a gold medal game. Of course, nobody can guarantee that you're going to get to that gold or win that gold, but we really felt like we had a team that could have a legitimate shot at getting there.
So the Marauders have an incredible season with your core group of leadership, and you guys find yourselves earning a spot in that championship game against Laval, competing for that coveted bronze baby. What was the game plan heading into that matchup with so much at stake?
You know what, we really felt like the work had been done, starting in the summer with our training right through our entire season. Every day the planning went into being ready to be in that game should we find ourselves there. And so we felt like we needed to have every tool we needed already in our tool belt, and so that if we did get to that day, we had everything we needed. And I did feel like the most important thing for our team was to keep them loose and happy and confident. I think that's important for any team, but I think knowing the personality of our team, they just thrived on a loose, happy atmosphere, much more so than something where you really bore down and got intense. Their natural competitiveness and intensity came out when they were feeling loose and happy. So that was all we talked about the entire weekend of being at nationals. Just enjoy the moment, just be happy with this, look around, take it all in. And I think they really thrived on that.
So fast forward a little bit, you get off to a slow start in that game, and you're down by 6 at the half, but you battled back to tie the game at 44 heading into the last frame. What clicked for the team to find that extra gear and come out so strong in the fourth?
Well, for one thing, I think we shot the ball. We created really good chances in the first half. We just didn't convert. We didn't finish the shot. You really couldn't have diagrammed anything better to come up with shots. We had shots, and we know we're too good a shooting team to stay that cold through a second half. So it was just trying to keep people on task and composed and keep generating those same chances. They're going to start dropping. We also started just defensively to stretch out Laval a little bit. We tried to attack them with some small size a little bit in the second half and force their big to come out and chase us around a little bit and create some mismatches. And I think that was really effective for us as well. The way they were defending, they started subbing in one of their smaller guards, and they really didn't want to switch her off in anything. So we knew if we ran some good screening actions that we would catch them a second behind because they wouldn't switch to help her. And we really tried to exploit that. And I think our players, again, they stayed composed and they believed in each other, and you could see them in the second half. There was no doubt in their mind that they were in this game and could still win it. And when things did start to roll and we did have that little bit of a run, basketball is a game of runs. We got a little run going, and then we just started to feed off it. And it was so much fun to watch them do that.
So on that team, you've got Linnea, Hillary, Aaron, and Evie, 4 seniors who all played crucial roles in that title run. Talk a little bit about what their leadership meant to your team and why they were able to reach the heights that they did.
Well, leadership, that's a big word, isn't it? And it encompasses a lot. I think the thing with all of those players, all 4 of them, was that they were team first all the way. Everything they did was about getting the team to that game and being able to try to be successful in that game. On and off the court, everything they did, they said, the way they carried themselves, conducted themselves, their work ethic, They believed in each other. They pulled people along with them to believe in each person in that room. They made the younger players feel they were just as big a part of it as a fifth-year player. Really, they wonderful people. They with big hearts and a lot of generosity, and they gave of themselves all year. And I think our team just fed off that. And when you couple that with the talent that they had, the actual technical skill that they each possess, what a powerful combination. And as you said, all four of them, very different players, different skill sets, different personalities, but all four of them in their own individual way contributed in such a big way to our success.
Now, Marauder Nation showed up in numbers to every game during that championship run. What kind of extra confidence does it give the team when you've got so much maroon in the stands on the road?
That was incredible, and I still to this day struggle to find the words to explain what that meant to our group. Your skin tingled sitting on the bench and looking up into the crowd and hearing the noise and the noisemakers and seeing the maroon and gray and the signs, and to see so many of our alumni there going back to the 60s and 70s, 1960s and 70s, we had alumni there. Basketball people from Hamilton, other Marauder athletic people from different sports. It was like you were being lifted up and carried on this wave of strength and confidence. And we talked about it during the game. We talked about it after the game. Unbelievable. One of the best sporting experiences I've ever had in my life.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We really appreciate your time, and I hope you and your family are staying safe at home. We can't wait to see you and the Marauders back on the court in 2020.
Thanks. You too. Stay safe.
Thanks to Marauder head coach Theresa Burns for joining us. Fans, make sure you tune in to usports.live tonight at 7 p.m. to relive the 2019 U Sports Women's Basketball National Championship game.